Is a better world possible? The challenge sometimes seems overwhelming. Billions of people have no access to education, healthcare, clean drinking water, or even basic human rights. The poverty was compounded by corruption, conflict over resources, economic stagnation, and violence. Where are the solutions? And who are the change makers who can create them? In the past few years, a powerful wave has emerged. Young force finding the way to tackle the world's biggest problems, problems that government and businesses alone have not been able to overcome. This revolution is led by social entrepreneurs, innovative people who respond to local problems, engage their communities, solving them, and accelerate change. They have lessons to offer us, all about the power of our own potential. There are new waves of startups in Malaysia, social enterprises that capturing the attention of young people with the aim of giving back to society from the profit that they made. Driven by passion to make it happen, they take risks that others wouldn't dare.
Many countries in Asia are known to have its people coming from diverse ethnicities and backgrounds, especially Malaysia, which has been known as the true melting pot of Asia. Malaysians from different race, belief and religious backgrounds live together in peace and harmony, at the same time embracing each other's culture and traditions, making Malaysia one of the most unique countries in the Southeast Asian region. On Social Entrepreneur episode this week, we meet Norani Abu Bakar, the founder of the Blue Ribbon, who will enlighten us with her peace-loving mission and how her social enterprise helps her to accomplish it.
My name is Norani binti Abu Bakar and I initiated the Blue Ribbon.
The Blue Ribbon was one of Norani's initiatives after she came back from her study in Yale, where she was engaged with people coming from different backgrounds and discussed the problem faced by multi-ethnic countries such as Malaysia. Blue Ribbon was established to improve understanding and cooperative relations among nations and people across cultures and religions. Today, we can't deny the need for a platform which encourages intercultural dialogue, understanding and cooperation by connecting everyone from various backgrounds devoted to promoting trust and understanding between diverse communities. The Blue Ribbon believes that character values are the foundation of sustainable community building. This principle is articulated through its company's motto, Character Builds Community.
Right after I graduated, I met some Malaysians who were discussing about the problem in Malaysia and the desire of the government inviting us to come back, balik kampung. So I thought, okay, what can I do to come back and serve in Malaysia? So I was thinking about that I thought maybe with all my training, which I had at the Yale Center for Faith and Culture on diversity, peace building, that I can maybe run some trainings in that area. And my area of interest is peace building through sustainable community development. So I thought, okay, peace, blue is the color of peace, and I thought if we have the ribbon, so the side of the ribbon with the middle, that middle is our commonalities. So from that, I kind of created the blue ribbon concept.
During a training at the National University of Singapore, Norani had the opportunity to work with other NGOs looking for ways to impact the grassroots. There, she met a trainer from University of Indonesia who has trained many young Indonesians on building peace in the country. She took the chance to collaborate and continue their mission through Blue Ribbon.
During my one of the trainings that we organized at National University of Singapore, which was supported by Pathways for Mutual Respect, an NGO from the USA, and Yale University's Center for Faith and Culture, I proposed that in addition to training the middle management leaders and policymakers, we need to work with them to impact the grassroots. So then we can reach out not only those who have high academic achievement, but everyone who may not have the same opportunity. So there I met one trainer who was doing his doctorate at the university in Indonesia, and he has trained so many young people in Indonesia on peace. And I thought they have very excellent materials on teaching elements related to peace. And so from that I thought, okay, let's develop some partnership. Instead of doing something from scratch, we'll partner and work together. So on Malaysian Day, 16 September last year, he flew down with another trainer, and so we met with the homestay coordinator, Encik Zainor, and asked him if he can support this project. So 16th September, we launched the first cohort, batch 50 cohort we say, because that was the year we celebrated 50 years of Malaysia. And so we ran the training at the Balai Raya, and then we planted bamboo together at the river. About 50 people came. It was really fun. So that was the experience we had, and I learned from that the young people were very open towards coming together, regardless of our ethnicity, religious background, gender, to serve the community together.
After Norani asked herself the question, what can you do for your country? She then decided that the little things will create changes in the country, starting from within ourselves. That's how it all started and motivated Norani to proceed with Blue Ribbon.
Well, I think one thing that I have learned many things throughout my studies at Yale, but one thing that really struck me was the question of asking myself, what can I do for my country? Instead of asking, what can the government do for me, but I asked myself, what can I do for my country? And for that reason, I think that the little thing we can do will help, will create changes in the country. So if I were to be one of the change agents in the country, I have to start with myself, inviting others like-minded to serve together. So I thought we civil society must do our part. We can't just call upon any party, government and say, hey, you have not done enough, how about us? What have we done? So with that in mind, we started this humble little social enterprise. Nothing big, but at least we try our best.
The Blue Ribbon received good support and positive response from the public, as it is an organization which welcomes volunteers to help run the programs in the community.
And so far, I would say that the participation and the support from the community has been wonderful, even though we try to do it our own time, our own free time. I'm a full-time lecturer at Temasek Polytechnic, Singapore, so this is more like a volunteerism kind of form. Even though, okay, we would like to have maximization in profit, but the profit will be churned towards the expansion of the business so that we can help more people. And so with that in mind, I think civil society, Malaysians, if we do our part, we will thrive together. We will build the nation together.
It is one of Blue Ribbon's main agenda to maximize their profits so it can be channeled for the expansion of the enterprise to serve more people in the future. Participants who can't afford to pay for the training fee will be given scholarship to cover the basic costs.
When we give training to companies or youth or any associations that can pay for the training fee, then we will receive the training fee. But for those who cannot afford, then we will use some of that training fees for scholarships to cover the basic cost. So in the long run, we do hope that more companies, especially those who are watching right now, will be interested to invite us to run peace training, whereby we also engage the participants to go out, serve the community together and care for the environment. So that can be tailored for team building, for example.
The Blue Ribbon Workshop collaborate with Lakeside Family Centres to provide additional income to the underserved group of mothers. This sewing workshop produces t-shirts and bags for Peace Ambassadors training and sewing items that reflect peace arts.
For the case of community development, like what you see here at Lakeside, we make t-shirts like what I'm wearing now, so the mothers embroider, and all the products made that are used by the Blue Ribbon in training others will be purchased through the fee that we collect from the training. So then we give job to those who need job. Instead of buying t-shirts from other companies, we actually buy from our in-house production. In addition to that, we also create another product range which we call Peace Arts. And for Peace Arts, we try to promote appreciation of our own identity, whether it is our ethnicity or our religious background, gender, where we bring different elements of our identity and put that into artwork.